when your stomach gets really, really, really tight and you feel like I'm at the point, and then you continue to eat, actually makes me aroused. Can I say that? Nuts. Oh, I'm a nut freak. Cashews, peanuts, honey roasted, frosted flakes, donuts, chicken nachos. Oh my god. Have y'all ever had chicken nachos? Wonderful. Broccoli and cheese is my favorite veggie. Sticks of butter. I have a limit. I don't have a limit. I want to be the fattest entertainer in the world. I really want to be a star.
So kiss my fat feminist bum. F your beauty standards. Firstly, I kindly decline your request. Secondly, this is not an example of a plus-size model. This is not an example of a woman with a natural body type, Tess Holliday. This is a morbidly obese woman. Okay, for people who are listening terrestrially, look at the picture. I mean, her blood type is pudding. Oh my God!
Oh, baby, it's triple!
The tattoos are designed to cover up your varicose veins and diabetes spots. I don't even know if diabetes spots exist. F your beauty standards. You don't get to determine my beauty standards. And it's not like we were trying to be mean. The whole point is you don't get to redetermine beauty standards because you feel good. And by the way, you do it for approval. You have 1.2 million Facebook fans, Tess Holliday, and you do this because you want to make a living. The only way you make a living is if people think you're beautiful. You put on makeup, you put on tattoos. I don't know who that is, what that tattoo is on. I don't know what the tattoo is on her arm. One of them looks like, oh God, Miss Piggy. I swear to you, this girl has a Miss Piggy tattoo on her arm. It's irony. I'm making a statement. The male anatomy knows no prejudice. Okay? You've taken something that's so beautiful, right? My appendages, it's a veritable beauty weather stick. It knows no race. It knows no social class. It knows no wealth. It doesn't care whether you're big, small, blonde, brunette. Either you're attractive or you're not. It's as pure as something can possibly get, untainted by political dollars or corporate influences. My Schwanson's a veritable beauty weather stick. You didn't beat the test, Tess Holliday. And I will never, men out there, just know, listen, a lot of us just don't like fat chicks. We like women who look attractive. You put an unattractive woman on a calendar, we're going to say, I'm probably not going to buy that calendar. Why? Because she's unattractive.
Hi. So, you might know me as that girl who really hates thin women. Which is funny. Don't hate thin women. Recently, I made this post in response to a person who denied their thin privilege and essentially called me an angry fat bitch. Well, although true, it's not necessarily entirely true. I might be fat, and I might be angry, and I might be a bitch, but thin privilege is a real thing. So, considering the shitstorm of messages that I've been receiving, once again, we are going to go over the difference between oppression, privilege, and prejudice.
Oh boy!
So, in the realm of sociology, women's studies, ethnic studies, whenever you're talking about class in relation to gender and race, sexuality, body type, ability, etc., you talk about marginalized groups and dominant groups. In this country, people of color are sincerely and genuinely disadvantaged in comparison to white folk. This means that white folk have privilege over folks of color. This is because precisely that we live in a racist society.
Show me a law that is racist in intent.
Now, this applies to a lot of things: homophobia, sexism, fat phobia. My point is not to say that thin women don't face shit. I'm not saying that thin women don't get made fun of for having eating disorders or for only eating a salad. What I'm saying is that pales in comparison to the amount of institutional, cultural, and individual discrimination that fat people face on basis of their size. women can be made fun of. Thin women can be made to feel shitty, but they do not experience institutional, cultural, or individual oppression because of their size. They may be called twig thin, but they will never be made to pay for 2 airplane seats. They will never be made to be a symbol of grotesqueness, of laziness, of general unsexualness. They will never be seen as undesirable and used as a symbol for that. Their bodies will be seen on magazine covers, their bodies will be seen in the media, they will be equally represented and held as the standard for beauty. Fat women don't get that. I don't see people like me in the media, and when I do, it's watching Pitch Perfect when Rebel Wilson says, "I'm horizontal running," because apparently fat people are incapable of being active. I wish that thin women would understand that their lives are easier because they are thin. This isn't to say that they can't be made fun of or made to feel shitty because they're thin, but they don't have to deal with the kinds of discrimination, the kinds of institutionalized discrimination and oppression that fat folk deal with. The solution of this is not to tell me to lose weight. Here's the thing, I love my body. I'm not like really mad that I'm fat and these are the cards that I've been dealt. I really genuinely appreciate my body. I think it looks good in a bikini. I like my stretch marks. I think the way that my tummy jiggles when I walk up the stairs is like super cute. Like, I don't know about you, but I think it is. And I don't really care if other people are disgusted by that. But the thing is when a whole society comes together and is universally disgusted by something like that, there are institutions that are set up to limit those kinds of people like me. But the thing is, thin is seen as beautiful. Not only is it seen as beautiful, but universally, particularly in American culture, it is seen as the standard for beauty.
There's a reason why we are attracted to certain people of the opposite sex. According to evolutionary psychology, what we want is healthy mates. Beauty, for example, according to one theory, is a way in which we have of judging the health of another person.
It is the way you have to be beautiful. Even though I have great style, even though I carry myself well, I have nice legs, I can walk well in heels, I wax my eyebrows and fit all of these feminine constructs of beauty, I will never be conventionally beautiful because, like, I have a tummy. Can you make sense of that? Can you remember the last time that you went to the beach and somebody mooed at you? And that's why fat phobia is a thing. Because every facet of my life, everywhere I go, people look at me like I'm less than, like I'm lazy, like I'm unmotivated, incapable, stupid, unsexual, undeserving of respect, undeserving of being considered beautiful. Thinness doesn't exist in that realm. Thinness can be scrutinized, but fat privilege doesn't exist.
So she wrote, I came across an article about some comedian named Steven Crowder. I had to Google it. Of course, there's a little insult, where she said that she gets mad at me for not calling Amy Schumer brave. It was in response to Amy Schumer's nude photo shoot for the Pirelli calendar, which was epic. And all I could think was, nope, some of us don't do it to be brave, and I can guarantee you none of us do it for the approval, nor do we need it. Stephen, men like you will never get it, and hell, you aren't even original. We have heard it all before, and guess what? We aren't going anywhere. You might be rolled some.